Hello there, it's Jennifer McCreath's. Sunday, January 29th, 2012. Well, there's a new piece of legislation. Actually, it's a regulation that our good friends, the federal government of Canada, put out there last summer. It's just coming to light right now. Amazing all this fuss about acts and how tough it is to pass acts, but regulations are very easy to pass. The identity screening regulations of the Aeronautics Act. Something I'm sure everybody has memorized. Yeah. Anyway, let's take a look at the fine print and the fine print and the fine print. Section 5.2, subsection 1, C. An air carrier shall not transport a passenger if the passenger does not appear to be of the gender indicated on the identification he or she presents. Well, isn't that interesting? Doesn't actually say whose call it is as to what gender said person is presenting as. It's also kind of tough to assess one's gender when there's no legal definition for gender. Good one there, Harper. I'm assuming you're referring to sex, because that's what's on most people's identification. There's a legal definition for sex. I think we're all quite familiar with that. Somewhere in that fine print. If you have a penis, you're a male. If you don't, you're a female. That's the legal definition of sex in layman's terms. So let's say you were Jennifer McCreath, of all people, January 22nd, 2011. You've got a penis, and your name is Jennifer, and you've got a piece of ID that says male, and you're getting on a plane to go to Montreal to visit Dr. Pierre Broussard for sex reassignment surgery. Well, guess what? One might imply that I'm presenting in a woman gender role, yet I do not produce any type of identification that would suggest I'm either a woman or a female, so legally I should not have been allowed to get on said plane had said legislation been enacted. This is a major blunder by the federal government. It's also bigotry and transphobia. Let's say I take this beautiful wig off. There you go. We wash off the makeup. This could also affect me. I'm a female legally and biologically, but I don't really look like a female. See this beautiful male baldness up there? So this could affect me. I could go up to an airplane and my wig could accidentally fall off, and they're going to say, wait a minute, we don't think you are the quote gender that your ID says. More importantly, this is also going to affect pre-op, non-op transsexuals, people who identify as gender queer or gender third gender, no gender, miscellaneous. This totally opens the door for challenges and problems. People are going to be denied access to aircraft. It's not even discretionary. The airlines have to, or it's their job now to follow the law. A friend of mine actually wrote Air Canada and said, what are you going to do about this policy? And they said, you know what? It's a federal piece of law. We have to follow it. So, Human Rights Commission time. Here we go, everybody. File a human rights complaint. Wait a minute, you can't do that. Just because there's a discriminatory piece of legislation doesn't mean you can complain against it just yet. What we need now is for trans people to be denied access to the aircraft. Only then can you file the complaint. So come on, folks, step up to the plate. If and when you are denied access to an airplane in Canada because of your supposed gender identity or gender expression, then you can file a federal human rights complaint. It's federal. Most human rights issues are provincial, but it's federal in this case. Got to get the phone. Thanks for watching. Take care.